Adesmama abono nsia ya mamu nyina to. Omemu nsam ne ama wodo so de ayensaka. Ene yaboaboa no atudin anwumre no nsia kasebo a. Ye ne atiefu asi hu nkonya anwumre yi. Utie free peace 104.3 FM okay 101.7 NEAT 100.9 Nimi ansa was sepa osabeka Johnson Accra and what hello 101.5 FM wadum Kumasi Ghana man temye duinsia baby a wote yankan kasa fidie be se ediesia ne akire kwamno ne a be se diasa peacefmonline.com GhanaToday.com so abode etiefu benya bi akan die di kase bonimu akotini bini
Onsoafo ya wo sha akobedie ho nsam so dia todwa wo kire se Ghana ban enam Shippers Authority so eyen hyehyɛ se ne be ye to akese a ye de wo port no ye betimi ateso.
Aims to address this issue, show fair pricing and to promote best practices.
Onsoafo ya wo hyansa se ne fom agudie ho nsam so nei wa ya amamre ni amane Emma Cooperative Mining wa pound to ma wo bebie ni sa so na Minerals Income Investment Fund in 24 bo amane a kyerɛkyerɛm so wo man Ghana Japade na safata sa ade hye betimi anya so mfaso.
The wealth from Ghana's mineral resource must serve a lasting purpose, one that outlives extraction and enriches lives.
Nia wabini wosikasemu no wakasa watchre se wontiase se ECG Ghana water for chere mu akere Ghana for se wo mu pentumuntumu no so kra de wo se anu ode pe banesa Ghana for e de aho kire pa na ebre yen adesuafo ya wo my Ghana suapom na asase wo so wode wode to dwane se hostel buo no twame ne buo mu ntimi ntwia entimpanifo nya bibi emfa ho na wo hwa asante hema dot ye ogusu a wo ye wo asante mantamu a 1 year share bambo mu semu wo kwabri is e dia todwa wo chess won bayire bambo mu nipa nkwa na afeso ejapade
security ye de niam to akwan mu a e de bambo e de ba anajo nante awia nante ne anopa nante
enwumre nsempi na aka we hu ne yesi nkonya ye de esomo. Now, young fast Dama MT and also we there for you everywhere you go. Sasna also come and say what the Osons garlic capsules in the some year. High sense Ghana, what am dear? Now your TV papa, Fred papa, and yes, papa na watom. Duffy roofing system, Madam Anti. Ya beboy down so Brian Tebrem. Have a budget cash and carry by ya. Walk around and some blue gents energy drink no. Anum dear Bakwa no Mawunya who did Nasom. Pampe Sabolige Joino. And Pepsodent the other choose here and what did mapa etimi eba on hine spices or my be aduane bra yente brena yente yaw afi jam ado and sons what that wintimi nadia what the wall slip no and asum ye ginada Ruta natural products no wojamasom ma won sentiment kan wo de Lawson Herbal Center de what the Lawson law care mixture no esom ye into a pomoden pa and a shower more ansem eco bank de was a crime papa wo faso beboa Emma will seek a center to your fapem nom. It's me, Ejina Nenaso. Medini or Hina Waka Seboa in a man.
Aman science ame kwabenamafo Africa sebon into the moon any. Transport Minister Honorable Joseph Nipe Bukari and what is a band the staff of Robiba. Nasa star ya bande bano. Ebe buama wonu mu ekran ne me frama no ne bano. Omu ho ato wonu mu se the same thing. Monso amudi bi free ha na mokono. Monso mo ho beto mo. Said ya be ya mu betumi atretre mo nkwabem na oman no anya somfaso. Enti ade a wode ba ne friend say Ghana Shippers Authority Act. Na ene ebra wone nsamtrefo ekasa. Eye tumedie bi a wo mu de aba. Your friend say Government Accountability Series. Na dru no so. And what they say a shipping industry no akoye kokromoti a wusa ahobopa enye yie nanso na akwansidie bebre e wo ho a wo mu akra ne yamaba wo mu adi bi free akọ na wo mu bosu detri ne sa wonti aban atena ase hunu wo mu hawo en wo ye se sadia o the Ghana Shippers Authority Act a eye 2024 no beba enya asase ye adwuma se wom ahotaba
Vital to our economy have been hindered by weak regulation affecting port efficiency and cost. The Ghana Shippers Authority Act 2024, Act 1122, passed in July 2024, aims to address this issue, ensure fair pricing, and to promote best practices.
Na watrasa nuati no, minister no wasa kaseyo, wase Ghana Shippers Authority for. Womo sa ya mrafo fro bi kura na sa mrafo fro no womo ya wie pe womo sa de be kwa mrasebe fie mrasebe jafo agi tumu a ebema Ghana Shippers Authority tumi a womo den sese foforo bi beba eniema ye be yi wo port a o kwa atwamene wonsa guuti no ebeba from ebe se fofofofofofofofo.
The authority is developing regulations to operationalize the act, which is expected to be submitted to Parliament for approval by end of this year. Once passed, the regulation will enable the Ghana Shippers Authority to implement measures that will reduce port costs.
Dear Yate say Okase ye Transport Minister, Honorable Joseph Nikpe Bukari, Yen Yasaramati Kukua Pinto.
Yatu abayi NDC abamu mpenifo no wade to dwa kire se ne yatie bi obehwe ma memu papa etimi akoso nti wogina so ka kire Ghana fo se enkuntebu betimi akoso brano saa no mampani John Dramani Mahama woto ne bo asefuru gina simpie ni apaso a na wade to Ghana fo anim tim wade aban nkuntebu adwumedie kese woguso a wade esom Ghana fo ene wosofo ye a wo hwa akobedie ho sam so Joseph Nikpe Bukari ene wo kasa kire se siade aban no guso a wo ya nhyehyɛ wo yensuo so sane be ya wo betimi abɔ ban wo mu agye ban team wani Ghana Maritime Authority e ka wo abom se boa ba ko de na officers ahodro no ye betimi ede wo mu afantetie mo sesa antetie no ye wi anyese bia ya tete wenti na ye gya mo se kwatena se nemum ye behwe timi ato wo mu nyina apete e wo my Ghana nsuo so sane be ya e betimi ayire bambo mu.
To enhance safety and regulation of inland water transport, the Ghana Maritime Authority will soon open an inland waterway safety and regulation office at Akusombo, working closely with the Water Lake Transport Company on the water lake safety. A research and rescue unit will be established at Pando Toko. In addition, the Ghana Maritime Authority search and rescue vessel, Mate Kole, will be stationed there, and I look forward to commissioning this viable or important project.
Minister Manensi Honma was also to us which Shema Paya, DVLA penny for my year watch say your license be Honma, na Kachrepa, Bess 440,000. Now Swamushi Shane to Yamia Yadum, and woman in at the free Honma, see where dear, a yenijam Sekasia pa, and what there's some Ghana for.
As of December 2024, the Driver and Vehicle Licensing Authority had a backlog of 440,000 unprinted driver license cards. Currently, all these backlog cards have been printed and dispatched to the various DVLA offices for collection. A total of 26,045 cards are currently undergoing lamination and will be delivered shortly. To improve and expand service delivery and support the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy, the authority has established a new operational office at the Adenta bus terminal here in Accra. This modern facility operates 24 hours a day, offering round-the-clock services to enhance accessibility and convenience for motorists in Adenta and nearby areas.
Also for ya was Shakobedi on Samsu or Mayimu, Joseph Nikpe Bukari na Sansam Salamat Kukwa Pento and a Buano.
Na adiasias isi anese Akane Chief Justice Mame Egetu Daraba Isaba Tokuno Akane ye Chief Justice na samna making you what rasa ekwanya wo mind in the fast one anya no de Ghana for any new year crack. Enti meno kase watu anamon. Wakwa saman abayan kasa. Ana Attorney General say ekwanya ye fa so a ye ne die no. Enya kwan pa. Na ye news editor Nana ya kase Cardinal owaha. Nana Arade asumdie nka ho.
Enka so prof.
Ai sisia na asem yi ba. Maame Getu Daraba Isaba Tokuno. Was so a mine why and a day.
Okay, Prof. Medase, a chatty phone answer so. Enti, Numrea, Moshe, a fence, news Yasia, and Namisha Chiro, Gratabim. And I'm in Saka Krata, a free Supreme Court of Ghana. I say, former Chief Justice said, Akan, and ne, or the minor Esanko Court, say, a quine I fast so a yin a dieno, and quine papa. I'm fuck a quine papa so. Enti, Osha, what the Republic, no, any Attorney General. And now, I say, I can't say, or more, as some Nankasanka form who pioneer Ghana Mampeni, any Attorney General. Say, a quiet fast you no, Anya Quampapa. As I'm saying, or say, O share my ranum as Article 146 na, ye jinaso. At the park committee say, Yanya prima facie, into ye jinaso at the Poaman committee. No. Ebe sinne, ye say. Ono na asem no fa no prima facie kro no a ye huti ano a entiema ye gina so e de kote poama committee no ohun bi in the trial na okọ mu nyina wo poama committee na ni mo besi ne no asem kropoti pa bone kropoti a waye a enti ye de no call poama committee na ni besi ne a ye de agina so ayi na die no onima de kro ena obisa committee no so say omomfa report no prima facie kro no a fa no ho no emma no na onhu se oh yase na no one ohene wa kese mo kan news no wo de onsa wo nani ana se wo bo na sum na no ne bone no a wa ye ntibra be yi ano no ebesi ne a okase yi ne nsan kan bi sa prima facie ne se de wa ye bone na wa ye amra ne se wa ye bone nti ye nhwehwe sa asem no mu no eno okay eno no yade a ebesi ne a ye kase yi wa enya bi afe ose kwa mamen kan ne relief ne bi enchero ose court no or Shesa court no by declaration said that the president is devoid of power to remove a justice of superior court from office without recourse to the mandatory procedure set out in Article 146 of the Constitution. Or say, Mampeni se Mampeni no, only to me say or the superior court every ho. Now Article 146 na chere kwanya ye superior court justice every ho. Eno no Mampeni nye officer of the court. 146 na mfa say to me no ama Mampeni. Na sem na ba na enema mienu ese Ghana 40 as ye say ono ansa na obey chief justice no na oye superior court justice enti ate say kwamra ye nyina ye te ase ye newscasters yi na ye say e china kwamra ma for ye head of news obey head of news because now ye newscaster and after Dixon ya page o say bra be head of news enti emra no a mama mpani kwan say si ye pese ye yi newscaster in this case justice of the superior court of judicature and free ho one fa say to me na anhye mampani nsa na 146 na kire nipa e wo ho kwan say omutimi kire say superior court no ye nyina di it is different from who you be a free officer say or a chief justice it is two matters
okay
enti chief justice na asem ne de enda ne baby ba say oye a justice of the superior court of Ghana no 146 na mama mampani say to me ni say onyina di enti oni ho kwan sa
okay
afi was say a declaration that jurisdiction to hear a petition for the removal of a justice of the superior court from office lies with a body properly constituted under Article 1466 of the 1992 Constitution. Said I make an one. Also, what kind Article 146 now? Actually, say, Yaka Superior Court, High Court, Appeal, and then Supreme Court. Say, Tim 144 now, per se, we know 146, and say, Monte Committee. As I say, at the more for do say, and I was so, and now ordinary person say, I don't know what 146 can say. Say Superior Court Justice, no person we in free wa. As a multi committee, a judge for me and son, so. Now ordinary persons me, and so come. Way committee ya in a day, and yes, I net here. And we in a DC Chief Justice, a different from we in a DC or a Supreme Court judge. But when one antena mampeni in a dino, or can be in a boom, a in a DC Chief Justice, as a in a DC Supreme Court judge. And to the other 40 as a mameno, say what he on Timmy Coco to be uncle practice because you're in it. Aha. And to assist Chief Justice Nasem near can't know that baby. But some will say in a say Supreme Court and Superior Court Justice na Emretiano. Quam and Penny Fasono, and yes, sir, and Article 1464 of the 1902 Constitution. Actually, to my Benini, Sir Quine say, or yes, I did. Afe, or say, a declaration that the warrant of removal executed by the President dated 1st September 2025 purportedly removing the applicant hearing from both the office of the Chief Justice and office of Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature is unlawful, null, void, and of no effect. And he say, so warrant no Adanaman Penny sign 1st September say, it says our warrant wait. Father Dixon sign say, Kwamene, warrant a man sign to Kwamama for winning whole quine. Say, Ufra won't say head of news. Nachina was a better answer, was a kind news views. Or say, warrant no the Amrana Chireno. A quine and Camrana says, or person signs our warrant that on fashion. First of all, that warrant is so yana hoarding free. Committee Bia Yati, 1464, that man is said to me, no, justices me and Satiso. Na ordinary people me no amunya justice eka ho eti free ho no e na nkasa warrant ne benya na ho ode free ho but we because sa committee na eni ho nti no ukogina so kotworo warrant say wo de yi na di say Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature eti amra na esan say yesi say wo be kan news e wo Peace FM ma first of all as say wo ye obi a Father Dixon afa wadwuma na onim wo na wa sign wo employment letter e no your qualification no and the China Gladys watching to me sorry metra has say or by the kind news wa bra Father Dixon emfa na adwuma en sign employment letter bia ma no say ma fa wadwuma say we newscaster and the answer na wo be yi wo no na di say Justice of the Superior Court no esesa wo hwe the article 1464 no eka ene ahoɔden a wɔde ma ansa na wo bibi a waye na esan say anamona mampani 2 ye no ene 1464 no bo abira ni nti no ye emremu no yemfa ne se ensimpo bibi ensi enti no wuntimi nyina di enyina sa asem no so biom na fe di ne say an order of certiorari to bring into this honorable court for the purpose of being quashed and for quashing the warrant of removal dated 1st September 2025 referred to in C above, and to quash same as being in violation of the mandatory provisions regarding the removal of a Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature from office. And any further orders as to this court may deem fit to make. And he said, Esan said, warrant na mampeni di na die no, en nam mra kwa sunti no. Court no mo sa warrant no nguni court no mfa na no nto so say bibia se ensi na nkeni se esi kura. Na eni se esi na esi no nkyere se ye papa. Enti ensi sa obi a oti ye bia mfa ne se ye nsan warrant bia se ye yi maame toko no adi. Eno no. Na fe ohye bia so a court no. And the lawyer for not as I would have some court, I'll catch the court and say, Mimi mum dear, dear Mary. Nemo is answer court or we answer for. Now, wouldn't be beyond so tia 7 in a 10 croboni in every. Na bibi or wha, as I would the can cry, may man fan can court no, faka home, mammy. Asam no. Say, ain't acquire your fast we in a dino. And to bar, or say the grounds in no, and wabo bosso, and the actually say. A son sad dear way, this idea when this idea we are here, Nintino. Etia or no justice, Gertrude, Araba, a Sabasa Kitokonu, and we Chief Justice and ne. Warrant and cannot any say ye. Na ya yes say, ye dear in a dino. Cotton on some most warrant no. Say, ye no cry because grounds are a meeting removal of a Chief Justice from office, no, and yes, I net here. In fact, okay, the pleadings now, as I will say. Omo frame constitution no 1992 constitution framers of the constitution no committee na transition no about removal of chief justice omo principal issue ni say say nipa ni ye obi a adwuma no a ye de ahye ne nsa no ontimi nye ebia na ho odin mu no oyare ebia sabi wanya adwunu mu how bi because of some state of health rinti no we ontimi nye say adwuma no oh, eti abasa de a ye wo ho kwan se ye yi no fo empo no mpo kura no ye wo kwan a ye fa so eyi no na enye se wo sori ya na wa ba utirim se ma yesi ayesi afei komransemo ho o say ti community ha ye pa o petitions of Daniel Ofori, Shining Stars of Ghana, and Ayamga Akologo Esquire were specifically for my removal from office as Chief Justice, not as a Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Say Daniel Ofori petition or the buy no. Ofori anka say yen na di say Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Anka sa any pleading no bia. And say no ni sa pleading no dia. And then no be grounds for her removal as a Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature. Daniel Ofori say, adwuma na oye as administrative officer of the Judicial Service. Ono na Chief Justice in the administration of court na ade nyahye ne nza no. Eno na no Daniel Ofori ni gidi say we incompetent. Ontimi nye. Wa ye ne mo hu nti okoso ye hye adwuma na enye yie. Wa nka say ontimi nye judge ma ne nye yie. Nti ade nti and I will be a petition no anka se be yi medi say judge no so say me yi wedi. They told me the responses I submitted to the president in respect of the 3 petitions above noted were in respect of allegations for my removal as Chief Justice and not as a Justice of the Superior Court. The same way say mo de petition mi ensa ebre me say Kwabramaafo ohin wa kese bo ahen any petition se fafisha say wo na ya kese a wo ye news editor usupa weni nti ukoso ye adwuma se news editor enye yie and Father Dixon hwe no onyi wadi wan kan kire father say onyi me as newscaster it say me ye adwuma se news editor no e different from me ye adwuma as newscaster na ne argument so ne say magana for real feeder say ansa na obe Chief Justice no na oye Justice of the Supreme Court enti ansa na father be me news editor no na me ye newscaster o Peace FM enti say china bi na say father say administrative job or dey ama me say me ye news editor me nhwe story ben na beko me nhwe bi a newscaster shadow ni ade no say no me ntimi nya enkyere say o ma me news a me ntimi nkan enti sa asem no so no e say court no tie na asem no na oka bi ma no 3 purported prima facie determination a copy of which has to date not been provided to me was in relation to the petitions for my removal as Chief Justice and not as a Justice of the Supreme Court of Ghana. Says our prima facie no a say sa niema we ni ehunu ntia ye bone semo a maame araba tokonu ontimi ntoa so nya adwuma biom en te say me case say mintimi ntoa so nya adwuma say news editor no na enhyemu ba bia say eye news nso so na mintimi nkan die enyimi fi ni mi eni nyinam en this news editor na father say oje afrim nsemo a onye na mom say a newscaster na me news na me kan ya me wo Hello FM o de me ba ha say me kan bi no eno no say on pese me kan bi o me no ho asem wo ho say o ma me free kuma say na ma betena ha meja mabusuafo nyina ho na ma bebo abusuafo fro wa ha ene ma ma hwere sa process ni mu nyina no ye nka no ho asem e different from news editor no a wo de ma me 2020 ya no ti e ensem bienu a sese ye kan ena 2 bone kura no a father ejina so ayi madie say news editor no mi hu eno ani say na na ka say e kina wo ba adwuma GM office mate committee no Mausi na ye head chairman general ka ho Kwabramaafo ka ho ko hia o na o ni nkomo say maye den dia na maye ndi wate me ho committee ebesi nne onima de kura waye enti eno ani say wako hia committee eno so ya asemo a waka. And after Osan say the committee was set up as stipulated under 1466 of the Constitution to consider whether or not to recommend my removal as Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana, but not as a Justice of Superior Court of Ghana. The jurisdiction of a committee set up pursuant to Article 1466 is specifically stipulated by the Constitution 1992 to be limited to consideration of petitions against a Chief Justice. Nenkro boni nyane say sa Article 1466 na e wo ho no e kasa fa Chief Justice adwuma ho en kasa mfa Justice of the Superior Court of Judicature. And this any Chief Justice na oye no e na wo se asem wo ho eno so nti ne de petition miensa brewa wote committee no a yenhwe eno ne yenhwe nyiano no na mom say ye na dwuma setemuafo no na wo pese wo gifi ni nsem a eno no 464 no e kire kwan foforo a wo betimi afa so a wo beyi superior court enti ono te say any other judge or any of the offense superior court no omo nyina ya justices constitution ni kire pefe kwan ya fa so eyi justice of the supreme court e different from chief justice na ase omampani anamo na otu ye no omo ya confusion ni mienu ni say ya ade baako enyes justice bia na chief justice sankasa na tia na argument no say sankasa na tia once kwamramafo justice of the appeal court it means automatically say we a chief justice but enyes even the bench for the supreme court no as nanu yamampani di bi beka ho justice no mo oni nyina ya justices of the supreme court omo ye omadwuma e kire bi se mampani bo mu baako din e ma ne beye chief justice chief justice ne de aba beka na adwuma no ho enti o pese wo yi no as chief justice na eno ho mra wo ho e na o pese wo yi no as justice na eno so ho mra wo ho untimi nte committee baako mfa nye saa enema no mienu embom it is unconstitutional. Enti the secretary to the president confirmed in his communication dated September 1 exhibit so and so that the Article 146 committee in fact recommended my removal from office as a chief justice only the relevant part of the exhibit and working kaya kwabra say be ya gbenya kwa to news no so in fact afi na asem yaba enti enkodu be chan na de chen de be bobode aka ni nyina but the ochiremu ani say ewiase ba bia ni ho a Ghana mrawe e kan say so pese we chief justice akwa we na fa so no sa mra kro no ase se winya yi nipa ne se chief justice dey a ene automatically no na djuma all yes justice no eno so abo no ena kwabena ade ba kwa se yenso ye te ase ne say in fact not making kind document no be strike me say so because ye yi na di as justice and chief justice ni me no bo mu no technically senka or retire as justice of the supreme court wa unim say justices no they retire on their salaries and other benefits because ye yi na di nti no abono onya one cedi say oman no mano because one court retirement at the statutory age yes say ni mfia so ene ye say o court retirement there be we dey ye say ye yi wadi enti oni entitlement bia tesa ma me no som Ghana 20 years setemuafo a ayekwa oni kapre oni bibiara say ye de ma no o say o hwe justices of the superior court now omo de ane te say police empanifo te say IGP say okofia ni security detail omo wo ne ho akopem ni wuda ne salary a odiko ofie eno ana obeje in retirement ene sa na yema ni nyina ba we no abono oman na mani bibia wo eno so was asem no enti o say esa say ye de share to na djuma all year as justice of the supreme court no yemfa share nto ene na administrative function as chief justice no yemfa share nto
enti na cha say de yaka nyina ye de wono na adwene ye no
aha a o de agu krata so akodan supreme court na ye ka say
nti wono na adwene ye no say o ye ne no ani ni yie
sa na tie
nti court no nka bi ma no
ena na adwene no so ye no wan ka se na adwene akakawu ono kan mamra no especially 146 no isi aba asem aye ka no na adwene mu no sei na mra ne kire ena owie na ode in fact a committee no a eye 1992 constitution no kwama me o document bi me about just a minute document no ye titled kwama pacho mame kan we kan na ensi wasem bisa no so ebe boy enkomodie no document no ye titled Republic of Ghana report of the committee of experts into bracket constitution on proposals for a draft constitution of Ghana presented to the PNDC document the title ni omo transe e hye Ghana mra no report we no omo twore to emra no so de omo se yanyi dum na nya mra no na de omo ye ni say omo fa provision bia ewo de omo se yemfa nya constitution no mu na omo kyerɛ tirimupo a ɛtɛ kyerɛ nti a omo susu saa de no aha na saa tirimupo no unya no constitution no because saa de na ka constitution yɛ ntimi nsoa nti omo atwerɛ ɛno no report na to baabi nti sɛ wofa constitution provision bi na sɛ wonte ase a o refer to that document na you will know say nti omo ya omo say letter and the spirit of the constitution to kwa omo say omo esusu say yɛmfa we ni nya mmara no de na omo dwene ho anti omo de saa provision we ɛhyɛ mmara no mu no enie to ka constitution na wonte ase na o refer ho a wobɛhu omo adwene na o say sɛ wokɔ kan saa document no so a eba removal of chief justice no so a principally omo hyehyɛ constitution ne say sɛ nipa no ontimi nyɛ n'adwuma no chief justice that should be the principal consideration for the removal of chief justice nti no so wom ti wa nensɛm no nyinaa na adwen yɛ no wa grounded in law sɛ ɔno no kan mmara no constitution kuro yɛ a wɔgyina so ayi na die no a the provisions we ni say na ɔno te aseɛ fa it is supreme court no ɛba mmara asɛm a ɔmo na interpret mmara no ɔmo nti asɛm no
okay
na ɔmo so interpret ni ɛhwɛ
okay na tɛ sɛ na meme tɛ sɛ deɛ wɔno natele yɛ no no nkyerɛ sɛ no na yɛ mmara
aha
sɛ muslim
the law is the law
baako yɛ a moka no sɛ in the bosom of the judge
the law is in the bosom of the judge sɛ ɛno ne sɛ regardless of ni stage asɛ wayɛ a chief justice no asɛm wei no yɛ de kɔ supreme court animu
na make
ɛna wonim sɛ mamra no so se sɛ ɛkɔba ne sɛ me ne kwabrama fo ogi akyiniɛ ɛwɔ constitutional provision bi ho madwen yɛ me sɛ
good
saa provision wei ɛwɔ constitution yɛmba ne sɛ bi a article and chapter 12 of constitution ɛkasa about freedom and independence of the media ɛka sɛ ɛni sɛ yɛma media bi agye license ana obi gye license ansa na wayɛ da obu adwuma sana me madwen ye me say nti me sori a me pese me ye radio station I say me sori ya na makwa radio station
good.
Because constitution is say eni say ma me get license
good
now wo kwa branso say da bi enye sa na wo te ase a ese say ye de supreme court
good
no mo a constitutive panel no mo ntena se to mo ntena se wi a na me na ya kese ma bo mi nkuro say constitution is say na say na constitution kan me madwene mu no say na kire
good
na wo kwa branso aka say da bi in this case kwamna attorney general kwamna na be kan say there be the constitution can say ya esesa wo san hwe sub we e bia article bia 25 7c anabia bibisa me kan sa keke dia ya asem esa wo hwe because eno so be san kire say sa freedom no a wo de ma chapter 12 ho no o say ansa na wo benya sa freedom no de aye adwuma no esesa we ni wo ho ansa na watimi de sa freedom no aye adwuma na ye nyina ya bebo nkuro no supreme court anim de omo ya se mo fa mo written submissions mra de ma adwene ye me ni nyina ne mra me gina so enti ma me nya sa adwene no na ma me de ni nyina gu kratas na de abeto supreme court na anim supreme court no panel better so at least 5 or more to omo tenase a ye omo kenkan de aba na omo tie ye nkuro bo ni nyina ne ade afa omo wi a ohene wa kese a wa judge 1 o se ono tie nkuro bo ni nyina no one na ya kese ya adwene ebia dan Dominic Nyanyovo say onu tie nkrobo ni nyina no one na akese nya adwene say 2 ko aka 3 na aka Gladys so say o tie nkomo na wo ni nyina no a na akese asem na oka no one ne ya adwen ese manya turu no na ya fa say bia Patricia so be tie nkomo ni nyina mu no ono so say da bi one kwabna mafo ye adwene aye 22 empire nwie say 5 nti na tem bia bench na odd number no then Akan Naomi be tie nkro ni nyina wie na okase one na ya okese eye adwene a eno no ye 3-2 majority decision it means that the meme ka no sa na mra ne kire
en na ye mra no
okay na se Naomi so be tie wie na okase da bi one kwabra mafo ye adwene a it means that menam de asem ko no malusu 3-2 majority decision kro no a it means that the kwabra so ka no en na ye mra ebetimi so aba se judge for 5 na wo so ni nyina betimi aka se omene kwabna ya adwene unanimous eno no omo nyina so betimi aka se omene nana ya akese ya adwene ohene wa akese ono so ya judge betimi aka se matie nkrobo ni nyina nenso mempese mekere madwen dissenting de nti a mempese mekere madwen ne se weni ena mempese mekere madwen dissenting it is ohene wa dissenting a esi ana akwa nipa 4 afa ni ebehwe 4 no dodo no ka asen ehene na asem no koy enti kwa asem na dawo sa no enya asem ketwa
okay enti na tere se de maame no na tene ye no senka sei na esese eye no ni tio ne pa no cha no ni nyina bekwa akowie wo court wo
sa pepepe
enti de court no de beba no na yemra
en na yemra enti na ye say the Supreme Court na ewo ho no oye master of it, I mean oye ordene ho and the Supreme Court to can assembly say wo de assembly akodan court na court no bu aten say mitie kwabra ma fo nkurobo na mitie na ya okese nkurobo no na ya kese de na oka no eno na eye mra eno ebeye mra febo until say daachi bi Supreme Court kro no abesa betrase aka say ono asa hwehwe nkrata mu no wa sesen free sa adwempo no ana wo say na ya kese de na eye mra no wa twene ho afiri ho then the new decision now be making no and never be the law unlike appeal court and high court so high court e kan asemo a appeal court betimi asesa no and the appeal court be can be before contrary to the high court no kind it means that the appeal court na be kan no and na yemra appeal court so kasa Supreme Court betimi adane no but Supreme Court no o kasa obi anane no yes or no a
na ayi aya Ghana Supreme Court ya no wode akono
ehwa Ghana here
what from I mean chief way or based the argument constitutional article bay
articles no does but principally no
okay
principally no yes 146 no a ye ka ho asem no
clause 4
well in fact we be bia wa go to article 23 and 141 e de aboni nkuro ni bi edu baby so I rely on 146 edu baby 1464 enti kwadu bi obobo bia na na gina ho de mano emre no mu no baby onya ho odin di free o mre no mu a ogina so aka sa asem no a
enti nye na adwen kire keke na mu based on the constitution okay
sanity enti on say so wadwen de wadwen ye okeke e na wadwen ye say eno an ye nyina be de nka omamu ha se go bia ntimi na
sa na bi so wa we say wotu a wadwen be ye say article we say kura na magene ya me say ka na nkese say yesei na nkese say yesei but the memeti ana me de magene bu a me de mra no abatabata ho a me se ya mra no ebia na ebekwa akopie Supreme Court wo no na wo mo ne me ya agene ebi nso anu wo mo ne me nya agene
enti so mo ne wo ya agene de a ene na de na wa adwen ye wo no ampa se no ne mra no se Supreme Court ne wa anya agene de a na se de wa adwen ye wo no ebia woni su de bi wo
where did you now fat
ebia woni di abroso na nya se mra no
because back na wo chip in no the framers of the constitution ni omo de back na na ma say some of the issues na say ni omo be chiro bia wo 1992 constitution mo no ya na omo de nchiremu de ba aha okay
omo de nchiremu ba e kire odi enti a
omo si sa gina ye we
no what you say
eni no koti kan ho
na wadawro mo api ba akubi no a oye wo Supreme Court a wo mu ebotugu ye no a osan de ko abrochire de no
ECOWAS community
ECOWAS court no de ECOWAS de no omunye ndi sa asem no wonfa omo anu yie mai ECOWAS de no ewo ho
oh okay anya the same asem kro no ana we ye different kakra
mpacho e different kakra asem we no se sa abre no ko ECOWAS na enya nyi no na warrant bia so mai and now say uptie pleadings ya me de ma oni nyina ba bia kokosia ne say warrant ni nya na ho de ni nyina Afri committee na adwuma o de ko ye no and as a committee no na adwuma no enye committee a ye di Justice of the Superior Court edi name a committee a ye di Chief Justice edi what you say anti no sa committee na ho de no kra na nka ni se eba kra na ba ye nti no no wo gina so aka se esanse na nka ni se wo ye we na wo ye nti no court no san correct some from so na wo wa ye no na ye hu se some from so ensi kra
nti see I was saman hwan aban anasa attorney general
and they say wo assembly atia o man no a eye o man no ene ye lawyer penny and attorney general and this ana obey no enti ohwe we say no or say in the matter of an application by her ladyship Justice Gertrude Araba Isabata Saki Tokonu invoking the supervisory jurisdiction of the High Court and jurisdiction of the High Court, we can put a High Court as and the matter of the Republic versus Attorney General, Office of the Attorney General, Law House, Accra.
Nti efe a wono asaman Attorney General no efe na Attorney General so menim sa nensa kan sama krata no a
so ono so e da obi in fact don't say lawyer for no prepare a brief no wi a obonzo ohwe so no ati o say shenen so say e da say cancel for ebi applicant no obe move court no ama date ni time ni nyina e wo so but no de say o ko file wi afi na registry no ba behwe no ma ye ho adwuma nyina and you shall say court to be moved on date to be fixed the date no enya mai tie ba na ya hwe ho asem na ya can dated at so and so this day 16 September 2025 lawyers for applicants na ordinary license no esi so
enti se mu for say ECOWAS community so de na temu beto dwa sisi eyi ayeyi na free was chief justice no ye be dey
sisi
because no dey call I think say judicial review and no dey call say yamfa kwan papa so ye ngina mra no so na ye dey yi no to am do am atemu bada say ene Ghana de no bo ebre a ede na ye be ye so man
eno no dey just a lawyer for na be chirem eno dey just a lawyer for enti kwabra we na maka no first make I say Supreme Court there but we ni High Court or they call High Court registrar High Court enti no court na she say yen serve omo a ya bobo omu din e wo asem ni nyina mu no
enti na tese wa amfa nkodan Supreme
Court there be High Court
or they call High Court
a High Court enti enu mu asem no enti kwabra de o hono no
yen tan yen say
but kwabra say on top of my head even though me lawyer me go law school da let me catch you say sa kwan ya sha si e wa kwabra e kwan no wa e wa papa because say High Court wa ho say High Court di asem na say me bo anyo so a me ko appeal say appeal di na me bo anyo so a me ko Supreme Court no kura di na me for instance say Supreme Court panel no 5 no amo tena asem no so na ekoye 3-2 a met me asan call for judicial review no ne say ye be say de be 2 more justices aba be ka ho enti se ko ba say 2 more na ba ye no omo ba na bi omo so ne me say ba ye adwen na me de no ko do so a ma wini enti even Supreme Court no odi asem wi a obetumi asan apply to that Supreme Court no say ono ansan trust in review the decision no a oye no enti ye justice ni bi ba be ka ho se omo san tena se wie na mikonya dodo eye but normally in the ana lawyer for no ye ne say ever ne say Saudi asema court no 50 etiawo who apply for review a ye de mienu na ebe ka ho say ever say mienu no mbeba no kra ka say omo na oye adwen a still 5-2 majority decision and still a lose but normally say ye ebia 3-2 majority decision and the obetimi call for review because say the extra 2 no ba na say 2 no be tie no so omo na wo ya adwene a it means say we win case no
ntina tata na de ni tietie mu an say Ghana ha na ayete no the law
is the law.
Yes, and the law will forever be the law and the moment I read so say whether law is the law or not, whether you believe it or not, that is the position.
Yeah.
So Article 146 say, may born be keke. Remember Article 25 say. So person we mampenia, as I say, oko file papers or electoral commission. Na ya to swaba. Na bia unya 50 plus 1 any idea. That is the law. Enti wuntimi nka say una ho odin che obi enti no, ubefa kwan fufuro bia so aba be president. The law
is the law, definitely. Se mu for say afa na asem na aba.
Pacho
ti miracle mu de when ya botira chirechire mu nti
that's
ebi ebedu china na makan mu awi
that's
because nkrata no mu doso
kakra wa kan ni
nkrata no mu doso nkrata no mu doso pa anti
that's say what dey aba from pa anti wa ma ye ne afitafo ni nyina ya te ase aya de
na wo professor mu ya
mangala for ni na yakra ya te ase
once a fita always a fita
nti editor dey aba from ya te ase say ye no wono chief justice afan wodi problem nemum se wo som setemuafo e wo supreme court na honom e na asem gina me bo
no na ye me wanwa kakra kire se justice no na de no call chief no anya justice ya na pega no call chief no
na ho no de esa oti ase ne se anya automatic say justice bia chief justice
but one no in particular no ne justice no na de no call chief justice no
say we justice mampani na bebo din ayo chief justice won't mean fa ope enka say because me justice intino me supreme court judge
okay enti ayamantini o emrani ye different enti say bibi kan wo chief justice honom no a sani beka o justice no na we ye wo court ho no ana me imagine na em
obere no so ni nkrobo na o de akoto court na nim no e dey say eja ho no ma court no
per edit argument no crowd dia ba no asa oye newscaster na ye page no e dia ye news editor na afa die workers ni suo edwuma ni nso ani ti enye freedom
we no wo dia na kire no de eye ade soronko kura o
from near editor
kura
okay
eye soronko kura
my young fan is because per the editor kan ya o breaking it down say no we newscaster and na father hu ne say oh edwuma no betimi aye ntima memfa semufo edwuma emmata ho na afi ya reporting say semufo edwuma no onye on top ontimi nye enti sadia ye yi na ye be yi na as newscaster na dabi ye yi na as news editor nemum na edwuma no ogusu awo ye to say newscaster no ene de enka no because no wo ye newscasters are ye page mu e de akoye news editor I think say that is baby editor free all ba pe former chief justice asem odi tudwe odi akodan court no penia editor kanede na chese sa na nchiremu ni city e na framers of the constitution no ejina article 146 no so a na wo kire kwan e befa so ebeyi chief justice na mum enye se wo sum as temua for supreme court I think so basically ni editor kan ye no
that is it or no in fact we any pleading na or see as I say ye de share to na dwuma all ye say court temua for any chief justice no yamfa hye ntontem say enye automatic say obi o supreme court bia no eye chief justice eye niam mienu it is a opese wo yi no as chief justice a eno mra na kire kwan afaso
na yi no
and na opese wo yi no as justice of the superior court no so a emra no a kire kwan a obefaso and wo hwa I say a declaration that jurisdiction to hear a petition for the removal of a justice of the superior court from office lies with a body properly constituted under article 1464 of the 1992 constitution. O kind of next one so into actually say ono nti ase wo article 1464 6 no mu no
okay
4 no mu no o pese we justice of the supreme court no ho kwan wo ho and na o pese we supreme court so no so ho kwan wo ho ti ono nti ase ne say wontimi mfa de yi chief justice no emeyi superior court no mfiri ho enti wei ene ade a o court no ntie na omonka na semoma no
anti na meti ayi bi a wo say o kwasere o
so de ade o de kokoto a sere na wo kwasere because nka wo pe a wo betimi de aya
anka wo ye
wade enti wei na wo ho ni nyina no like kwabra na wo bisa me no se ono na adwene ni o
yeah
edi se okoko pie judge nanim na lawyer for bo mu nkuro na attorney general so begina obo ni nkuro we na se judge ne ya adwene a ene yesema me toko no wadi nkunim ba so okan de okan nyina wie na judge no tutie nkuro bo ni nyina wie na o se an wa kan pa but me so me hwe emra no fa ha no enu nti yentimi nti wadwuma m se chief justice any justice of the superior court no every enti the mampani and no and also no the law is the law to ante say wo be challenge say there be court no kasa wo ne na nya adwene no the court no be ka no en na yemra no enti say na wo bi sa me first no the making kan we nyina ya maame no ono na adwene en ono a kire say o kan mra no aha one aha say wi a enti ase a onyani enti odi akoto court na anim no attorney general so ba yi ano nya se de wakan no ano no de wakan nyina attorney general so be fa ni nyina maako enti betimi aba se attorney general so be ba no ono nso so de emra ko foforo ono betima kotu constitution ba bi so de a kire wo se provision we enti no yete wadwumam se chief justice any justice of the superior court no free ma enye yie no mu mi nyina da akoto court judge na anim the judge na tena se tie ni nyina wi a no aka say oni attorney general ya adwen anaso oni maame tokonu e ya adwen ti the court no beka so oni na ya adwen no on na awi ni e ti on tell say court no beka san de obi abaka na bontin bia na nya no ne mara no
anti de ya ni atia wo mu atika mu ya obi a tretre na adwen no obi a ka ni ope no anya no na ya mara no
da bi emra no ne de e koka na court dem ho no
na editor petition on the coin obi no was stating something like misbehavior, incompetence, and as inability to perform duties, infirmity of the body or mind. Because be na ebe wo mu a ye de ye preview to it.
Oh, you know how could be wager. As a Miss Bina was a dear.
Miss Dibina. Prof, Miss Dibina, demean. And yeah, the aba abronya ni bi.
Oh, okay. We different.
We different. Na ne ente na me bi say editors asem ne say unso wo kotie. E na pe senia abrantie no Daniel na edina asem ko. Enti yenim say misdemeanor na say bia misbehavior eno ya article 146
eno no
can
say
of the constitution no.
Ono no can say sir misbehavior, stated misbehavior, incompetence. That's how the
infirmity of the body and mind.
For the removal of the chief justice and yet justice of the superior court. That is the argument. To me, what you say?
Tidia Matthias here. But so was wonim ni enti omugina so di yi no because onye privy to it.
Answer or say emrano. So what transna so say why establish prima facie. As a so ma obi a say prima facie no enie. Anya petition ne keke. The petition doesn't constitute a prima facie.
Na dia yin na wo mo de ma no a wo de nya no ba ye.
Eno ya petition no.
Oh,
anya prima facie no.
Petition no na ya information no ana nya.
The petition here de Daniel Ofori ne susu se maame na ye nti no yanko hwe na asemu. The council of state tenance no me se da bi. Enfumso bi wo ba bi a maame na ye. Nti sam fumso na se okoyi ano. Eno ne prima facie no. It is our prima facie no so wo hwehwe no.
Nti e bia beba na ewo mu because petition e bia nsa Daniel de pe na ban ne se wagina so de ani aka mienu de so wonye yo wo mu ndo so mu editor some mienu ne mai
but
nti e beba na incompetence ka ho na infirmity of the mind and the body a
okay say eno no ono ne de ne say enka mo se waye first mo hu prima facie no because petition 1 petition 2 petition 3 ni nyina no the basis for the constitution no the establishment of a prima facie no win.
Yo, I adeta yadase pa no adaji awanya atretra asemi mu a yadase nyame nsira. Ante sports for no womo ebesase ya no ene akansie no bayire basa Bayern Munich na Chelsea ya wenki ya ire ya ho anka Manchester Bobby na baby aye ne na ma asi e kwa relegation Bayern Munich na Chelsea she gba wo mo supporters ni di abeje ya de ya wai amansan ti ame kwabena mafo na
oyene wa akase bu a he prof be kunipo yanko break ho
but wo mo kwa no no wo son ka mesade wo sons gale capsules baaye MTN network ne so the Ghana fana baby abekobi MTN wo ho high sense Ghana home appliances ya papa ya DCS fie no office Dolphin roofing system board down so kama budget cash and carry Brewtons energy drink Pepsodent to ahoɔden sɛ wode kyiri wo se a wo bambo fiti anɔpa kɔsi anwummere ɔhene yere spices ma aduane yɛ de sɛ kɔsoa na yi so ɔhene yere spices yɛ na wobɛte w'anum gyama do nsansa de wɔasere po aba mia bi gu tatramaseɛ wobɛda kama Ruta natural ɛde nneɛma pa bɛgya so Ruta Mr. A 3D malaria betu ase Ruta Titanic mojaduro moja bedu mu afrisania yie typhoid fever ase betu afe Lawson Herba or the Lawson Law Care Mr. Ediaba Dr. Lawson or no and waji abasubodi bebre and the crowd their friend say virgin doctor na esema yepa Emma esiesi wonum Emma honum ya tight yi infection bacteria bibia efiri honum Ecobank say bank papa nie sa ubenya bank mu ahotoso a na eye Ecobank ya Ecobank the Pan-African Bank abusiafo bongo difara wajina konya ya wode sports papa odi emamo bongo
offer so we don't go baby other chance do akonya trans my summarizer for the day